Are you looking for a new construction in Miami Beach that also allows for short-term rentals? Short-term rentals are so difficult to come by in Miami Beach, but I am so excited to have my friend Madison on. Madison, welcome.
Hi, I'm Madison. Nice to meet you.
For the people watching or listening, tell us a little bit about yourself and why you're here today.
So, I am born and raised in Miami, and I'm currently on the in-house sales team for 72 Park Miami Beach. It's the only building in Miami Beach that's going to allow Airbnb, and it's the first new building in 20 years. So, it's really exciting.
This is so cool because Maddie, I know that you're an expert in short-term rentals, so I would love for you to just take us through the project. Again, this is something that's super unique, super rare, and it's the perfect time for this project. I mean, the building is built already. It's really just around the corner. Could you tell us a little bit more about the project and the opportunity?
The project is located in Miami Beach, but it's on the north side of Miami Beach. So North Beach is filled with families that have been there for 50 years. It's a really emerging neighborhood, so very up and coming. There's tons of bars, restaurants that are coming to the neighborhood. There's 3 Michelin-starred chefs coming to the neighborhood. There's tons of 5-star hotels nearby. This is a great place to get your next property. And not to mention, everybody's moving to North Beach because there's a ton of activities. We have a baseball field, we have tennis courts, we have pickleball, we have the band shell, which is an amphitheater. We have golf courses nearby. We have rowing. We have the beach 2 blocks away. So the opportunities are endless for how you can spend your day.
And a lot of people think, oh, I have to have an Airbnb in South Beach, but it's like, no, North Beach is still like that popular area. And it's like that spot that a lot of people don't know about, but it's still going to give you everything under the sun.
Yeah, absolutely. So South Beach is more, your party central, younger people. North Beach is definitely a little bit of an older, more family demographic. So this is somewhere that you would go on vacation with your parents, with your kids. You want to be active. You want to get up. You want to go boogie boarding. And then you might want to do a tennis lesson. And then you might want to go rowing or go see an artist. So there's tons of things to do here outside of the drinking and partying Miami aspect, which is cool because sometimes that's overlooked in Miami.
Well, Maddie, take it away. Tell us all about this project.
Okay, so this is 72 Park. This is our building in the middle. You can see the proximity to the water, which is amazing. We're going to have transportation to and from the beach as well. So it's okay that you're not directly on the sand because you don't have to walk in the 1,000,000-degree heat, which I get. We're developed by Lafert. So they've been in real estate for over 20 years. They've invested over $1 billion in real estate. But typically their projects are in New York, so this is their first one in Miami. Architecture is by Form. They do a lot of mixed-use space. And Urban Robot is doing our interior design and our furnishings. So if you're familiar with pre-construction in Miami, they've done Lofty, they did Nativo. On the left here is 3280 Grand Ave, so they're doing the furniture for that. They did the Bentley renovation. Basically, they're very well known around Miami. It's sleek, sophisticated, luxurious furniture.
Nice.
So I was telling you about North Beach as a neighborhood in general. The developers for this building also own the green, the red, the blue, and the purple. So those are owned by the same person, but the best part about 72 Park is we're the only building without height restrictions. So we're 22 stories, but every other building that comes in can't be higher than 12 stories, which is amazing. Yeah, because your view will never be blocked. So that's unheard of in Miami. And then from the baseball field to the water is about 18 to 20 acres of protected land. Okay, so that'll never be blocked. Whether you're facing the north or whether you're facing the south, your views won't be blocked because it's either protected by the city or it can't be higher than 12 stories. That's very rare to find in Miami, especially with so many usable plots of land around you.
Right.
It's going to have restaurants, pools. It's going to look stunning. It's going to be 3 stories. The pool's going to be on the 3rd floor. Restaurant event spaces on the 2nd floor. Just walkability, innovation spaces, co-working spaces on the 1st floor. And that's going to bring like a 500-car parking garage as well.
Wow. That just goes to show the opportunity in North Beach. This is coming soon. Let's get ahead of it now, right?
Exactly. It's kind of like getting into a neighborhood on the ground floor. We're getting first level prices before people are there, before people notice how great of a neighborhood it is. And then, that opportunity is going to be gone and the prices are going to double. You're not going to be able to get something for that price anymore because it's going to be an established and developed neighborhood that people are going to want to go to. So over here, this is where the DeVille building was. It's on 67th Street. It's around the corner from us. That is in the talks to be purchased by Steve Ross. And so he's with Related Group New York. He owns Equinox. He owns Miami Dolphins. He's essentially said that North Beach is the future of Miami real estate. These 2 buildings are the renderings of what will go there if he does end up purchasing. And it's said to be around 4,000 a square foot. So super expensive. very, very bougie. And, where our building is going for around 1,300 a square foot. So when that's too expensive for you and you want something more economical, but it's not on the sand, you can come to Park and you can take your golf cart to and from the beach and have a brand new building with incredible amenities for half the price. So around the corner on 74th Street, you also have the Ocean Terrace redevelopment plan. So that's already started. It's just kind of revamping the bars, restaurant, retail stores to like a walkable boardwalk. And then we have a ton of 5-star hotels nearby. So you have the Fontainebleau, Four Seasons. Carillon is one of the top one of the top spas in the United States. So all of those are important in just establishing notoriety and credibility in a neighborhood. When people are unfamiliar with one, they may look up, where's the nearest Four Seasons? And they'll find that one is around the corner from 72 Park, and that'll tell them that we're in a good neighborhood and that's somewhere that they would want to stay. And then the building, so the best part. So we're 22 stories, okay? The first 5 stories are a hotel. The 6th story is the amenity floor, but we're not a condo hotel. So we have separate entrances, separate lobbies for the hotel guests and the residents and short-term rental guests. There's 206 units, 10 units per floor. They range from 470 square feet to 1,177. Every single unit has unobstructed views. So whether you're looking at the ocean head on, whether you're looking at intracoastal views, Miami skyline, you get some sort of water view in some way or another, which again is really hard to find in Miami. So our rooms, all of them have views. They all have balconies, and the balconies are 6.5 feet deep. Every single unit comes fully furnished. Furniture is included in the price. And the keys, it's keyless entry. So you can switch the keys between tenants or between short-term rental guests, which is nice. Appliances are by Bosch. Also, our balcony doors are going to be stackable, which also contributes to making the room just look more spacious and more open. So our amenities are ridiculous. The owners do have their own private amenity. It's on the rooftop. But the reason they're ridiculous is because most buildings in Miami Beach don't have any amenities. So the fact that we have even a few and they're brand new is just unheard of in and of itself. And then you hear about our amenities and they're just amazing. So you have the private rooftop. It's going to have couches, sofas, lounges, big TVs for sporting events and movies, and grills also. So you can have your own events out there. You can watch games, do your thing. And then the building amenities. So we have 64,000 square feet of amenities. So 34,000 of that is just outdoor space. Our pool is almost Olympic sized. So we have the biggest pool in Miami Beach. It's 150 linear feet. So bring over your Olympic clients, but they can train at our pool. But we also have a co-working lounge. We have private pods. So essentially it's like a WeWork. We have a gym, playroom, pet spa on the ground floor. The restaurant that we have is Roberta's, upscale pizza, casual Italian cuisine. And the chef for that restaurant is Michelin starred, his sister restaurant in Brooklyn. So it should be delicious. And then of course you have the private golf cart. So here is our pool. You can see how long it is. Over here, this little square, this is the gym. It's 2 stories. You're gonna have your cardio floor, and then you're also gonna have your machinery and weights on the other floor. It's gonna be very modern. This is your co-working space. You're gonna have private pods and conference rooms, and it's also gonna have a coffee kitchen. So like I said, it's like a WeWork. Kids floor is gonna look just like this, but this is the best part, 72 Park Beach Club. So you have transportation to and from the sand. Then once you get there, you have a chair and a towel included in the HOA.
Yeah, like not every building offers this.
Right, yeah, no, at all whatsoever. They definitely do not all offer this. And you're gonna have jet skis, paddle boards, canoes, kayaks, all available for rent right there at the beach club as well. So if you want an umbrella, cabana, food, drinks, jet skis, that's all available for rent. But you have your beach chair and your towel there. And that's for tenants and short-term rental guests too. That's not just for owners, it's for everybody. That's a huge deal. So we're really excited about that. Perfect. So where the crane is our building. You can see the tennis courts, the baseball field. Right here is where that aquatic center is gonna go. And here are your east views. They're beautiful. This is where your 2-bedroom and your 3+ den is located directly to the east. Here you have your north views. This is where your 1+ den and your junior 1-bedrooms will face. And if you look to the right, you can still see that you have the ocean views. They're just not head on. Here you have west. You have the other 2- and 3-bedroom facing this way. And the 2s and 3s are all corner units with wraparound balcony. And then here is your south view. You can see the Miami skyline. And keep in mind, this is taken with a wide angle, so everything looks really far away. In actuality, it's right there. Okay, remember we're 2 blocks from the beach, so the beach is right there. The skyline is very close by. I mean, the views are just absolutely breathtaking.
Right now, if we were to contact Maddie, what are prices starting at?
So right now we're starting at 709, but we started sales about 2 weeks ago and we're already 35% reserved. So we're super excited about that. But yeah, so right now our most affordable is 736. That's for a junior one bedroom. So junior one bedrooms are cool because they're not really studios. So you don't wake up in your kitchen. Your bedroom is enclosed with a closet and a door. Okay, so that's important. There's just no window, but there's still a balcony. You still have a living room, differentiating between a studio and a one bedroom.
Yeah, because there are those projects out there. I'm thinking of like, not to knock any projects, of course, but like, Society Biscayne, like your studio is very open, right? There's no walls. But what I like about this design is that it does give you a little more separation, right? Like it's going to feel like a one bedroom, even at that junior price point. So then what would be like the next level up that's kind of available right now? Or what are you seeing most buyers interested in when they come to you for this project?
We're getting people from everywhere, from all around the world. We're also getting both investors and people that want to use it as their vacation homes and people that want to use it as their primary residence. But we are primarily getting a lot of investors just because of the Airbnb aspect. And they're taking a lot of the twos. Two bedrooms are really popular. 1+ den. The couches are going to be pull-out couches. So that's another 2 people that you can fit in there for Airbnb. So when you're considering, how many people and a price point, you want to consider how many people you're putting into the room.
Yeah, and that pull-out, like definitely just to add another 2 heads, or maybe you do a one bedroom with the pull-out.
There's one bed plus den too, and you could do that in the den.
Totally. What are some questions that you see buyers coming to you with before they sign a reservation agreement or move forward?
A lot of buyers have come to us and asked what you would price the units at for Airbnb and things like that. And while I cannot tell you a price, I can tell you that we'd be comparable to that of a 4-star hotel. So if you look up 4-star hotels in the neighborhood, and there are obviously several, then you could see what they're charging, and that would be a good indicator for what you could charge on Airbnb.
I mean, there's no comparable Airbnb, so you can't even like go on Airbnb.com to look up, price, because there's no comparable. So yeah, I always advise my clients, whether they're looking at Nativo or whether they're looking at, this project, like let's comp and see. Like for Nativo, we use the like Brickell City Center, like the Rise and Reach, because they actually have something comparable. So yeah, I would definitely assume like if I had a buyer interested, like I'm pulling comps from the hotels and just giving them as like a good indicator, to see what is actually going to be feasible in the future.
Right. And that's actually a good point. Another question that I get a lot is, okay, what are the comps in the area, right? There are none. We are the only new building in 20 years. So when you consider that we're fully furnished, our amenities, it's brand new, it allows Airbnb, there is no comparable. Sure, there's, a building down the street selling their unit for, $300,000, but it's an old building. They have to complete their 40-year recertification soon. That's going to cost you money. They can't do Airbnb. It's not furnished. The list goes on and on about, the investment that 72 Park has over these older buildings.
Definitely. Yeah, there really is no comparable. That's what makes it really exciting. Maddie, tell us a little bit more. If somebody's interested, what are next steps? What type of phase are we in? Are we under contract now? Are we in reservation phase? Talk to me a little bit more about that.
So right now we are under reservation phase. It's 10% to reserve. In September or October, we'll be at contract, and that's another 10%. 10% 90 days following that, 10% 90 days following that. And then the remaining 60 is at closing, which is in June or July of next year. So the building is complete. They're working on the interiors now. They just finished the top floor. So that is unheard of for pre-construction projects because people are investing in things that aren't going to be ready until 2025, 2026. This is, by the time you're done paying the down payment, you're moving in.
Yeah, and this is great because, for somebody who maybe struggles with like the liquidity, like this is a nice deposit schedule. So like you can, make your deposit as the project's going to be done, but it's really here. I see you, Maddie, on your Instagram, like going up doing the hard hat tours. Like it's super exciting that it's not just like this presentation that we're talking about, but it's like this actual building. I've seen it. I've walked the construction site with you. So super exciting. What are next steps? Okay, so somebody watched this video. Now they want some more information. What are next steps?
Next steps would be to say, hey, Joe, let's get a presentation with Maddie. And then the 3 of us can get on a Zoom, or we can bring you into the developer's office, you can see the progress that the construction has made in the building, and then you'd sign a reservation. Reservations are fully refundable until contract, which is in September or October. And by then, you'll be able to see interiors of the project. So then you'll be able to make a fully informed decision. but units are going very quickly. So if you are interested, the first thing to do would be to make a reservation.
Amazing. So for the person watching, if this is something that you are interested in, send me a message. My contact information is below, but get in, talk to the developer, talk to Maddie with me. We'll find you the right unit. You get to pick exactly what floor plan, exactly what unit, and you get to reserve it. And yes, you put down money, but again, fully refundable until we go to contract phase. And then once we move to contract, then you do have an additional right of rescission. So if this is something that you have your eye on, definitely reach out to me, reach out to Maddie. We would love to help you out. Maddie, any final thoughts here?
My final thought is people visit Miami to go to Miami Beach. They don't visit Miami to go to Brickell, to go to downtown, to go to Coconut Grove. No, they go to the beach. So that's where you should be buying your properties. A huge opportunity for anybody who wants to live on the beach, rent on the beach, and live in Miami.
Maddie, thank you so much for hopping on and sharing everybody your new construction project.
Of course. Thank you for having me. I really appreciate it.